Hello everyone, welcome to the second part of this video in which we'll see the introduction to map illustration. In history, maps have been almost always present in order to represent everything humans wanted to reflect. Just like the books telling stories or art which represents those things that can be seen or perceived, maps have been used primarily to represent visually regions or portions of our planet. Once humans stopped worrying only about hunting and surviving, they had time to think, explore, settle, move, and last expand over the planet. In that moment, it was necessary for someone to keep track in a more or less precise way of seas, rivers, mountains, and other elements it encountered along the way. Those maps represented specific parts of our continents and coasts. So, for example, we can find very old illustrative maps in ancient Mesopotamia already. This piece of stone size is 21 per 18 centimeters and represents the city of Nippur. Eventually, we'll see more elaborate maps and on other surfaces like Ptolemy's map, which represents the use of longitudinal and latitudinal lines as well as precise places specified. Later on, Columbus used different maps of that time, like the ones by Henricus Martellus, as well as his own, to arrive to the New World. Humans have also created maps to represent fantasy worlds. All of us have read at least one novel preceded by a map, especially in historic-themed books and fantasy books. And they are actually quite useful. Their purpose is for the reader to identify in a precise way the way of the hero of the moment, or how that world is shaped visually, distance, obstacles, cities, or monsters in the way. Probably the first map of a fantasy world is the official map of the Land of Oz, which appeared for the first time in the book by Lyman Frank Baum in the year 1900. We also know about other famous cases like the world created by Tolkien in the Lord of the Rings saga. This author actually created a proto-language exclusively for this novel. In recent history, this concept can be used in cinema or video games. So much so that millions of people have walked the street of Los Santos in Grand Theft Auto 5 or have played at being heroes or heroines in the Elder Scrolls saga maps. In the next lessons, we'll focus in choosing the concept and purpose of our map. We'll decide which resources we can download to make our work easier, and we'll start working on it. So, see you in a bit.